Hello and welcome to yet another video on Spec Signals presented by your mentor Vivek. You can tell when a specification has stopped being a developer toy. It is not the feature list. It is what the changelog starts worrying about. On the 28th of July 2026, the Model Context Protocol shipped its largest revision since launch. And the things it worried about were load balancers, firewall routing, and an authorization attack. That is not a toy. That is plumbing. Start with the structural change because everything else follows from it. In the specification's own words, MCP is transforming from a bidirectional stateful protocol into a request-response stateless protocol. Sessions are gone. Every request now carries its own protocol version, client identity and capabilities, which means you can put it behind an ordinary load balancer with no shared storage. Read that again. That is a change made for operations teams, not for demos. Four more tells, and each one is a thing you only build when real traffic is involved. 1. 2 required HTTP headers, so gateways and firewalls can route requests without parsing the JSON body. Nobody asks for that until somebody has to put this behind a corporate firewall. 2. Multi-round-trip requests. Instead of holding a stream open so the server can ask you something, a tool now returns input required, and the client simply retries with the answers attached. Long-held connections are an operational liability, so they designed them out. 3. And this is my favorite, authorization hardening, RFC 9207 issuer validation, closing what is called an authorization server mix-up. Client credentials now bound to the server that issued them. Dynamic client registration formally deprecated. You do not write those sentences until somebody has attacked you or is clearly about to. 4. Root sampling and logging are formally deprecated with a 12-month minimum window before removal. A published deprecation window is a promise to people who cannot redeploy on your schedule. That is the most grown-up sentence in the whole document. So, why is this an episode of Spec Signals and not just protocol news? Because the written specification is the product here. All 4 Tier 1 SDKs, TypeScript, Python, Go, and C#, plus a beta Rust 1, supported it immediately. The document landed and the implementations followed it. That is the ordering this whole series is about. And notice where it lives. MCP sits under the Linux Foundation's Agentic AI Foundation, the same home as agents.md, which we covered on the hands-on series. 2 different written artifacts, same governance address. Conventions are quietly being converted into governed standards. Now the part that is not tidy because this series does not do clean success stories. The ecosystem says this about itself. Adoption has outpaced governance. The registry is approaching 10,000 tool server records. Enterprises are running dozens of servers and hundreds of agent-to-tool connections with credentials spread across teams. The specification matured faster than the practices around it did. And I want to be careful here. A specification maturing is not the same thing as your usage of it maturing. A hardened protocol will not tell you which of those servers deserves your credentials. That part is still your job. So here is the signal. When a specification's revisions start reading like an SRE document, load balancers, routing headers, authorization hardening, deprecation windows, the written thing has become load bearing. Somebody's uptime now depends on that document being right, and that is a very different responsibility from shipping a nice idea. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for patient listening, and see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.